Awesome. Welcome back to this press conference. Now we are going to start with Giant X. Thank you for being here with us. We are going to take some questions on the call or on the room. Please raise your hand. We are going to start with Nerdcast.
Hello. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Something broke on my end. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hello. Sorry. Of course, commiserations on the loss. This question goes to Coach. I wanted to ask about the. I'm sorry, my recording isn't working. Can you go to the next person? Something's breaking on my end.
Yeah, of course, no problem. Adi Alian, you have the next question.
Hi, of course, Adi Adian, Timosura for VLR.gg. This question is for either Cloud or Coach Pipson. Either one of you can answer. Of course, first of all, commiseration on your loss, but you guys started really well on Ascent, actually mounting a comeback against PRX after that deficit on the first half. Even though you ended your match in loss, what are the things that you saw as a positive from the from the 3 maps that you've played, and what do you think you can improve the most, especially coming into facing against either XLG or Sentinels in the lower bracket?
Okay, so the positive thing is that our mental was really strong. We were not afraid of fighting them, and we followed the game plan which we were discussing and preparing for PRX. And the things we can take from this game is that we need to be a bit better in certain micro situations, which happened especially on the third map quite often, and we could have played it better. And the game versus Sentinels or XLG, I think it will be a completely different game because the playstyle of Sentinels or XLG is completely different to the playstyle of PRX. So I do think that we need to look on that game a bit differently than on the match versus PRX.
Thank you for the answer, Coach.
Thank you. Next, Nerds, are you ready?
I am. Thank you. Sorry about that. Apologies, GX, and apologies to the press. But thank you again for taking my question. My name is Nerdscast, independent freelance commentator and journalist. This question also goes to Coach Pippin about Sunset. Sunset was one of your guys' stronger maps, but today the performance was a bit unfortunate. What were some of the key takeaways? You talked about just recently some of the stronger takeaways about playing your game plan, but what do you think that needs to adapt heading into the lower bracket?
I mean, PRX was abusing quite a lot of B, and we were adapting unit after the pause. So we switched the way we play, and it started to work. And probably it's on me and my assistant coach that we didn't do it beforehand, before the game. So that's the main thing on Sunset, which goes wrong, because after that, when we lose the pistol on attack, they have a pretty big lead, and you're kind of have to force buy if you want to keep trying to be in the game. And this force buy, if you lose, you have no economy, and then it's become super rough to play. So they really snowballed it really good, and it's great game by them. And we were trying to adapt and got as maximum as we could in that situation with which happened during the game, because it was like either Jingult every round or we have no money, then Jingult again, and the stuff like that, and it was pretty rough.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question goes to Chitaku.
Hello, guys. I'm Chitaku from Universo Valorant on LATAM. My question is for Pipson. Pipson, in today's game, it was seen that Dianex preferred to start the maps from the defense. Was that coincidence of part of the strategy for today's game?
I think that most of the teams who has a choice of choosing the side is choosing defense right now, almost on most of the maps, because it's just a bit more comfortable to play. And lately, if you will look like even stats, on almost on every map, if I'm not mistaken, defense is winning more rounds than attack. So some maps are much more stronger, like Road, for example, defense. Some maps are like 53% to 47 and the stuff like that, and it's just defense feels more preferable for every single team to play. So there is no like coincidence that it's PRX and that's why we choose defense or stuff like that.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck in the next match.
Thank you. Now we are going to open for some questions here in the room. Solera.
Hello guys, so Lara, sorry about the loss, but very valiant effort from you guys. My first question will be to Cloud. I would love to know what's the main difference between this giant roster compared to the roster you had before, and we can see you personally also playing in a different way a little bit and calling in a different way. What gives you confidence in this roster?
I think the main difference between this and the past team, it's like the motivation and green that they give, and all the passion and effort into the game, and like on practice and everything. That's what motivates me as well to green the game, to improve my calling and stuff. So because at the end of the day, I want to be a best caller, not like shooter in the team, because they're all can shoot like much better than me, and yeah, I think that's the main difference between past roster and right now.
Okay.
They're all like really motivated to play and learn.
Thank you for sharing. And my next question will be to the new members of the team, whoever would love to share. Like you're playing on such a big stage and playing against very strong teams. So what was the most valuable experience for you guys so far?
What was the most valuable thing? Yeah,
Experience.
I mean, like we can play on big stage against like the best teams, the best players. It's completely different to play like in your own region against same teams. So and you can like play against different play styles. So I think this is the thing that like give us the most.
I agree.
Okay, thank you guys, and good luck in the next
Thank you.
match.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Norcas, you have a question?
Yeah, I guess I'll just send one out here to Ara. You had a couple of really insane clutches that helped take some rounds off, especially on like Sunset. How do you think those things, as well as just the general overall performance today, getting double digits on 2 maps, maybe kind of help you out, right? You guys took it off of one of the favorite teams. Does that give you guys any hype, or is it just more like, no, we got to focus on the next thing and be locked in?
Yeah, of course. I mean, winning a map is nice, but like, I don't know. For me, I think for everyone, it's like winning a map doesn't like, yeah, it shows something, but in the end, the winner matters the most. So either you win one map and then you lose, you can be like pleased with this result of winning one map. So I think everyone wanted to win today. So just unlucky, and yeah, that's it, I think.
Fair enough. Commiserations and good luck in the rest of the tournament to everyone on Giant X.
Thank you.
With this question, we conclude this press conference. Thank you, Giant X, for being here with us, and good luck in your next match.
Thank you.
Mics are up. We are going to start right now with this press conference. Thank you, PRX, for being here with us, and also congratulations for your victory. We are going to start with some questions on the call. Adi, you have the first question.
Hi, Adli Adian, Timosura for VLR.gg. This question is for Coach Alex. So after map 1, you did a short interview where you felt the way that PRX played the first map was a bit out of character, maybe a bit slow or a bit too scared to face against what was pretty much a very out of character GX with their aggression. In that map in particular, what really stands out from that GX performance that you really had to think about and adapt it quickly in order to win the next 2 maps?
I think particularly as a comm thing, we know that like if a team decides to push very heavily in middle against a double sentinel comm, it's actually very effective. And we knew that GX has all these plans that it's going to do it. It's just the problem is like we're afraid to go and challenge them. So I think the lesson there for us was that we got to play our game regardless of whether it's like difficult to handle or not, and then from there adjust rather than like running away and hiding and trying to do something else. So we were basically avoiding fighting them. And I mean, sometimes that's a good plan, sometimes it doesn't work out. And in this case, I think we should have fought them at least once or twice before we decide to change our game plan. So moving on to the second map and the third map, we made sure to stick to our guns first before adapting.
All right, thank you for the answer.
Thank you. Now we are going to read one question that is in the chat. This is from Miguel Mendez for E4Equipe. With PRX becoming the first team to secure a playoff spot, my question is, what key areas of improvement have you identified and worked on through VCT Pacific Stage 2 and now during the group stage of VALORANT Champions? This could be for you, Coach.
Sorry, could you repeat the first part?
Yes, of course.
What key areas to improve on?
Yes.
Between stage 2 and now?
And Champions, yes.
I mean, there are 2 new maps for us. It's Abyss and Turret. So we need to make sure that we can play at least one of them very well. That's what we focused on. We focus on both maps so that we have a good map pool coming into it because we know that some of our other maps are strong. And the other thing that we really want to focus on is making sure that whatever we have that's already comfortable, we want to make sure that it's fresh and still good. We don't want to neglect our strong maps basically. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question goes to Nurkas.
Hi, Nerdscast, independent freelance journalist and esports commentator. First question goes to Coach Alex, and maybe even Forsaken if you guys work together on this. Coming off of the first map, it was a bit of a loss, and then later on in Lotus, you guys got tested right on the second half. They got GX managed to get up to 10 during your guys' final time out before you guys managed to get that 13-10. What were you guys discussing? What was the adaptations in the game plan heading into that to get you guys to close out the map?
I'll be honest, I won't remember. I don't really remember, but I know that we were having a lot of 5v4 leads that we were blowing because we were being a bit too careful. So we wanted to make sure that we were consolidating it better in terms of the space on the map. And yeah, I think immediately after that, boys made sure that they retook the A side like as planned, and it was good.
For a second, do you have any? I mean, I'm just curious if you had any like calls as the IGL in those moments as well.
Yes, the one we flanked them. Last round.
Oh, no, you push him being. Did you decide it? Oh, I think it was JJ calling it, and we have played ulti, and we just win the round because of that.
Fair enough. And then just the final question is just again heading on to Sunset. Were there any nerves as a result of the outcomes of Ascent and Lotus? This is to anyone who if they did have any nerves, or was it like all smooth sailing?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, for me, like for Sunset, I didn't feel like I had any nerves because when we played Lotus, I felt like our teamwork was slowly like coming back together. Like I feel like on Ascent, like I think maybe like warm-up game, first game, our comms and teamwork wasn't really the best, but on Lotus, I saw that it was slowly coming back, so I was really confident that we're gonna win Sunset.
Fair enough. Thank you for the questions, and good luck in the playoffs of the champions.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is for Pedro Romero.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Pedro Romero, independent journalist. First off, likewise, also congrats on the victory against Giant X, moving on to the playoffs. It's the things that we like to see. I want to send this question over to something. I'm curious as to how you view the matchup against Ara, because Ara, I remember this one play near the end of Sunset in which like there was like a 2v4 situation, 1v4, 1v3. I might be wrong on that, but he kind of pulled off that play and continued the map into the very end. But across the board, obviously he performed pretty well. So how did you view his performance, and how did that kind of contrast to how like you normally play and the like?
I mean, to be fair about like Ara, he actually play well on Ascent and on Sunset. On Race, he play like decently also well. About the situation, I mean, there's nothing much to say when he pull off like 1 versus 4, and then I jumped with the shorty on him. Meanwhile, like he slide on the left side, and Leash also missed his off shot. It just like, I mean, shit happen, you know. And yeah, nothing much to say.
Oh, he played well.
Yeah,
I think
play well.
we all think he played very well.
Thank you. Next question goes to Ravish.
Hey, what's up, guys? Congrats again on the win. It's Ravish over from Toronto. Real quick question. I want to ask this to Patman, especially. Yo, Big P, you've been here for a while, right? You've fully integrated. You're doing great. Everyone loves to see you, bro. I want to ask you real quick, man. Now that you've been here for a hot minute, who's the funniest member on the team? Who's make you hee and ha more than anyone else here?
Should be the one to answer. But I think for me, everyone is funny person here, but it depends on like how they throw the jokes. But for me, for my I'm gonna say Abang the boy.
Wow, surprising question. Okay, cool. Respect. Devi, did you expect this?
Yes.
Sorry? I mean, it's kind of obvious, right?
Makes sense. Awesome. Thanks, guys. GG's. Good stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Chitaku, you have the next question.
Hello guys, I'm Chitaku from Universo Valorant on LATAM. And my question is for Alex. Alex, today in Ascent we saw a curious composition. However, we saw that teams like Fnatic already used this composition in the Champions. This composition had already been done beforehand or was formulated during these Champions?
Our composition?
Yeah, the composition in Ascent.
I mean, we had it for stage 2, but we managed to dodge as long as we could. We didn't really want to play Ascent stage 2. But from the start of stage 2. So I mean, we showed it in the finals of stage 2 as well.
Okay, thank you so much, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are going to take some questions here in the room.
Hey everyone, I'm Adrian from The Spike. I just wanted to ask a question. So we see you kind of giving it a lot more on stage compared to Toronto. You're standing up a lot more, you're hyping the team up, etc. When that person was Forsaken at Toronto, I was kind of just wondering, was that more of a conscious decision to do that, or did that happen naturally across stage 2? And maybe Alex can answer this as well.
I mean, for me, the biggest thing I think is just like confidence. You know, like when we won Toronto, I feel more successful as a player and as a person, and then I wanna grow it more in a way. Like I wanna be more better as a person, and then we start doing a lot of stuff outside of the game. We start working even more on the mental thing, I would say. And then yeah, it comes naturally, you know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's an energy thing, you know. I think it's good to give like positive vibes to your teammates, you know. But your teammates should like, if your teammate is hyped up, it's a cycle, so to speak. You know, you just feel good. It's not something that we said that anyone has to do, but we did say that like you should be giving very good vibes as much as you can to your teammates, and that's what we do. I don't think we actually. I mean, sometimes we give it back to the players when we get taunted a little bit, and so I think it's all in a bit of fun, you know. So pretty much that's it.
Thank you. And just one quick other question, to Devi. Now that you're in playoffs, what team is the one that you want to face the most?
Probably Fnatic. I think it's always fun to play them. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Solera, you have the next question.
Fun. That's very boring.
Hello, guys. So, Lara, congrats for the win and qualifying for playoffs. The
Thank you.
question will be to Forsaken. Your team was being tested today, especially with Bok being tested in the coaching room as well. I would love to ask, do you prefer when you're having such a close match, when you're like feeling that you can like lose and you have to do your absolute best to qualify? Or do you prefer like more easy way?
I mean, if honest answer, the second one. But if because we are PRX, the first one.
Yes, it's kind of worrying that you're like not doing lower bracket run as usual. And my next question will be to Batman. Although you're a big P and been here for a while, I would love to ask if like it's a big tournament and big stage, and I was asking Gen Tex players before, like the rookies, what they've been learning during the champions. So I would love to ask you as well, like what has been like the best learning experience for you so far?
To have a good mental and be confident every time. I think that's one of the important things, and also keep the positive energy not just for yourself but for your teammates as well.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
We saw you and Davai having a bike trip across Paris, and the fans were a little bit worried that you might get sick because you got wet. So first of all, how do you feel, and how much did you enjoy, guys, your bike trip?
To be honest, for me, oh sorry,
You can go first.
it's so much fun. Like it feels like I go back to my childhood thing because I'm a sporty person, right? And then sometimes I also do some cycling, went to mountains before. But when I did that, I mean, it's different, but it's really fun. Especially the weather is kind of cold, and you can feel the breeze while riding the cycle. So yeah, and doing it with Duke and Abang. I mean, of course for everyone, but others are busy and doing their own things. But doing it with Abang, the funny guy in the team, and me, the other funny guy, it's like really vibing, you know. So it was one of the memorable thing here for me in Paris.
Yeah, I think for me it's about having fun, you know. You don't really care about the outcome. You only live once anyway. So YOLO, bro.
Yeah, and even we went to Eiffel Tower. I told the vibe like I enjoy more than we all on how we get to the Eiffel Tower because it's raining also. So yeah.
Okay. Good luck in the next match, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Per Romero, you have the last question.
Right. I'm going to send this question over to Alex. Given that your team has qualified for playoffs, I want to know how you kind of begin to reflect on how the team performed facing off against these two teams that you faced in the group stage. What were some of the biggest takeaways, biggest positives, and also things that you feel the team kind of has to continue to work on from now until playoffs, and how does this performance so far compare to how this team has performed in Toronto, just out of curiosity also?
I think they play well first two games. In champs, I think every team is going to be really really hard. It's the end final tournament of the year. Everyone wants to win it, you know. So everyone comes in very prepared. I think the first seeds obviously come in a little bit less prepared than everyone else, but usually not an excuse. I think we need to. I need to remember certain lessons I've learned in Toronto and apply it, which is basically have to do with like mental health and just sufficient rest. You know, rather than like stuffing the day full of scrims. As far as I mean the teams go, I mean I like the way XLG play. I really like the way Giants play as well. I think they were confident. They're 3 rookies, you know, and they win at us like as though they were a very experienced team. They knew what they needed to do to win. It's a bit unfortunate on Sunset for them because I think I was telling them that if we started well, you know, sometimes it can be a bit shaky when the game gets out of control for if you're a rookie. So that was good for the boys. How our run continue, I feel it's slightly similar. I think we started very well against Heretics, and then our second game we lost to Genji and it was shaky, and also involved a game on Ascent that we lost in OT or 13-11. So in a way, it's similar. My goal is that we grow every match, you know, and when we reach the end of the tournament, we will be hopefully standing and playing the finals. But if not, I mean, all in all, I hope that my boys just enjoy as much as they can because an event, every champion, you know, that is an honor to be here, you know, and a privilege. So we're gonna do our best.
Thank you. With this question, we conclude this press conference.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
PRX, for being
Thank you,
here.
guys.